Cha everybody, NZ Blazing here, back with another squad builder video. As this time around I have the New York Knicks after they get the 7'5" Victor Wembanyama trade or draft. So we've got it as the New York Knicks have got him at this stage. So we'll see how well he can do in his first year in the New York Knicks. So this is the up and coming #1 draft pick of this coming season. So we got him at age 20, 7'5", and 92 overall with 36 badges. And then we got RJ Barrett, Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, Derrick Rose, Emmanuel Quickly, Evan Fournier, Obi Toppin, Cam Reddish, Quentin Grimes, don't know how to say that, Miles McBride, and Jericho Sims. And then all the G League, the two-way players. And that makes up your New York Knicks team. So I have it all on Hall of Fame, no trades, no injuries, and 12-minute quarters. So we'll simulate through, and we'll see how well Victor Wembanyama does in his first year with the New York Knicks. So we'll simulate through October to get started. So first up, we take a loss to Memphis, then get a win over Detroit, a win over Magic, a win over the Hornets, and then lose to the Bucks and lose to the Cavs. So we're 3-3 to start up. So we'll check the game against Memphis. 31 points for Ja Morant, 24 points for Dillon Brooks, 25 points for RJ Barrett, 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists for Victor Wembanyama. And then the win against Detroit, 24 points for Derrick Rose, Jalen Brunson with 22, Victor Wembanyama with 15 points and 11 rebounds, so a double-double. Bogdanovich with 26 points, Diallo with 19. And then the win against the Magic, 23 points for Brunson, 23 points with 12 rebounds for RJ Barrett, so a double-double. 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists for Victor Wembanyama. 21 points for Markelle Fultz and 15 for Wendell Carter Jr. Then the win against the Hornets, Derrick Rose with 24 points, Julius Randle with 21 points and 10 rebounds, so a double-double. 16 points for RJ Barrett. Victor Wembanyama struggled with 8 points. He only managed 8 points out there, but he also got 10. He only managed 8 points out there, but he got 10 rebounds and 11 assists. So he got a double-double. So a double-double for Victor in that game, and then Rozier with 19 and LaMelo Ball with 15. And then the loss against the Bucks, Giannis with a 30-piece, Middleton with 20, 21 for RJ Barrett, Quickly with only 13, Derrick Rose with 11, 11 points with 6 rebounds and 5 assists for Victor Wembanyama. And then the loss to the Cavs, 29 points for Donovan Mitchell, 23 points for Garland, 20 points for Kevin Love, 20 points for Derrick Rose, 19 for Brunson, 18 for Randle, 18 for Barrett. Victor Wembanyama with 11 points and 6 rebounds and 4 assists, but he fouled out. So we'll simulate into November with a 3-3 record. So we'll go from November 2nd to November 20th. So we'll simulate through. Take a loss to the Hawks, a loss to the 76ers, a loss to the Celtics, a loss to Minnesota, then get a win against the Nets, a win against Detroit, a win against OKC, a loss to Utah, a loss to Denver, a win against Golden State, and then lose to the Suns. So a 7-10 on November 20th. So check the game against the Hawks. 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists for Victor Wembanyama. 21 points for Brunson, 19 for RJ Barrett. 46 points and 10 assists for Trae Young, so a double-double. And then the loss to the 76ers, 25 points and 20 rebounds for Joel Embiid, so another double-double. Harden struggled with only 18 points. Jalen Brunson with 23. 15 points and 10 rebounds for RJ Barrett, so double-double. Julius Randle with a double-double with 13 points and 12 rebounds. Victor Wembanyama with 10 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists, so double-double. Then the loss to the Celtics. RJ Barrett with 24 points. Victor Wembanyama with 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Jalen Brunson with a double-double with 16 points and 10 assists. And Julius Randle with a double-double with 18 points and 10 rebounds. Jason Tatum dropped 47 points with 10 rebounds, so double-double. Jaylen Brown with 25 to get the 1-point win over us. Then the Knicks lose to Minnesota. Anthony Edwards with 34 points. Anthony Towns with 23 points and 11 rebounds, so double-double. D'Angelo Russell with 19 points and 15 assists, so double-double. 24 points for RJ Barrett, 23 for Jalen Brunson, 18 for Randall, 15 for Derrick Rose, 14 points with 11 rebounds for Victor Wembanyama, so double-double. And then Brooklyn Nets, we get the win against the Nets by 4 points. Ben Simmons with 29 points. Kevin Durant with 21 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists, so a triple-double. 19 points for Kyrie Irving. 29 points for RJ Barrett. 21 points for Randall. 16 points for Derrick Rose. Victor Wembanyama fouled out with 8 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists. And then the win against Detroit. Victor Wembanyama came back with a 30-point game with 7 rebounds and 4 assists, shooting 12 of 12 from the field. 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists for Julius Randle, so a double-double. 18 for Derrick Rose, 18 for Brunson. 20 points for Ivy, 19 points for Cunningham. Move on to the game against OKC. 26 points for Barrett, 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists for Victor Wembanyama, shooting 10 of 12. Derrick Rose with 20. Evan Fournier with 16 in 17 minutes. 20 points for Postecoglou, 18 points for SGA. Josh Giddey with 12 points, and Chet Holmgren with a double-double with 12 points and 13 rebounds. Then the loss to the Jazz, a 1-point loss. 27 points for Mike Conley, 24 points for Sexton, 21 points for Clarkson. Jalen Brunson with 34 points, RJ Barrett with 20, Victor Wembanyama with 15 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists, so double-double. Then the loss to Denver, 33 points, 12 assists for Nikola Jokic, so double-double. Jamal Murray with 16 points, 29 points for Brunson, 23 points for RJ Barrett, Derrick Rose with 14. Victor Wembanyama struggled with 6 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists in 31 minutes. And then the big win over Golden State. Steph Curry with 29 points, 14 for Wiggins, 13 for Clay, and 13 for Jordan Poole. 37 points for RJ Barrett, 26 points for Randall, 23 points and 10 rebounds and 9 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so a double-double. 20 points with 11 assists for Derrick Rose, so a double-double. Then we move on to the loss against the Suns. 34 points and 12 assists for Devin Booker, so double-double. 18 points and 17 rebounds for DeAndre Ayton, so double-double. 17 points for Brunson. Barrett with 15. Victor Wembanyama struggled with 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And Derrick Rose with 12. And we move on. We'll simulate the rest of November. Finish out November. Simulate through. Take a win over OKC, a win over Portland, a win over Memphis, a win over Detroit, and then lose to the Bucks on November 30th. So we've got an 11-11 record after November. So check the win against New York, against OKC, I mean. 20 points for Muscala, 18 points, 13 rebounds, and 12 assists for Giddey, so a triple-double. SGA with 16 points, 32 points for Brunson, 27 points for RJ Barrett, 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists for Victor Wembanyama, shooting 7 of 12. Then the win against Portland, 32 points for RJ Barrett, 22 points for Julius Randle, 13 points and 11 assists for Brunson, so double-double, 12 points and 13 rebounds with 2 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so double-double, Dame Lillard with 26 points, and then the win over Memphis, RJ Barrett with 32, Quickly with 15, Derrick Rose with 13, Brunson with 14, Victor Wembanyama with 10 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And then Ja Morant with 26 points, Tyus Jones with 19. And then the win over Detroit, Cunningham with 19, 18 for Sadiq Bey, and Bogdanovich with 15. 27 points for RJ Barrett, Derrick Rose with 17, Brunson with 15, Wembanyama with 15 points and 12 rebounds and 4 assists, so another double-double. And then the 3-point loss to the Bucks, Jalen Brunson with 22 points, RJ Barrett with 17, Julius Randle with 17 points and 13 rebounds, so double-double. Victor Wembanyama with 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists, so double-double. 28 points for Chris Middleton, 18 points for Giannis. And then we move into December, so we'll simulate from December 3rd to December 25th with a 11-11 record, so we'll simulate through. We'll return player to G League, return player to G League, take a loss to the Mavs to start December, then win against the Cavs, so we'll quickly check those 2 games. 24 points for RJ Barrett, 23 points and 14 rebounds and 6 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so double-double. 24.7 rebounds and 12 assists for Luka, 18 points for Tim Hardaway Jr., and then the win over the Cavs, Julius Randle with 23 points, Victor Wembanyama with 23 points, 9 rebounds and 8 assists, Derrick Rose with 22 points and 10 assists, so double-double. So we'll simulate from December 4th to December 25th. So we'll simulate through. We've got a 12-12 record. So we win against the Hawks, win against the Hornets, win against Sacramento, lose to the Bulls, but we have back-to-back against the Bulls. So we lose against the Bulls, then get a win over them, and then lose to the Pacers, and then win against Golden State on December 20th. So we'll simulate to the 25th. Take a loss to Toronto, take a loss to the Bulls, and then win on Christmas Day against the Sixers. So we'll check the win over the Hawks. A 40-piece from RJ Barrett, 18 points for Derrick Rose, 14 points for Victor Wembanyama with 10 rebounds and 3 assists, so double-double. 30 points for Jonte Murray, 29 points and 10 assists for Trae Young, so double-double. Then the 3-point win over the Hornets, 20 points for PJ Washington, 18 points and 15 assists for LaMelo Ball, so double-double. 37 points, 5 rebounds and 8 assists for Victor Wembanyama, shooting 11 of 15. 22 points for Obi Toppin, 14 points and 12 rebounds for Randle, so double-double. And then the win over the Kings, 27 points for Barrett, Derrick Rose with 21, Brunson with 21, Randle with 19 points and 11 rebounds, so double-double. Victor Wembanyama struggled with 11 points, 7 rebounds and 7 assists, shooting 4 of 9. And then we move to the loss against the Bulls. 34 for DeRozan, 32 for Levine, 28 for Barrett, 18 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so a double-double, and Derrick Rose with 15 points. And then we get the 2-point win over the Bulls the very next game. Levine with 23 points, 18 for DeRozan, cleared the throat, 24 points for RJ Barrett, 23 points for Randle, Derrick Rose with 21, Victor Wembanyama with 10 points and 11 rebounds with 4 assists, so a double-double for him. And then the loss to the Pacers, Jalen Smith with 19 points, TJ McConnell with 18, Buddy Hield with 15, Derrick Rose with 23 points, Brunson with 17, RJ Barrett with 17. Mitchell Robinson with a double-double of 14 points and 10 rebounds. Victor Wembanyama struggled with 7 points, 9 rebounds and 5 assists, but he only shot the ball 5 times. Then the win against Golden State, 20 points for Quickly, 18 points for Derrick Rose, 16 points for Barrett, 16 points and 10 rebounds for Randall, so double-double. 13 points and 14 rebounds plus 4 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so double-double. 27 points for Steph Curry, 16 points for Wiseman, Klay Thompson with 14, Wiggins with 13, and Kuminga with 13. And Jordan Poole struggled, shooting 3 of 15 for only 7 points. Then the loss to the Raptors, 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so double-double. 16 points for Brunson, 24 points for Siakam, 23 points for Fred VanVleet. And then the loss to the Bulls, 20 from Derrick Rose, 20 from Barrett, 20 from Randall, 19.6 rebounds and 8 assists coming from Victor Wembanyama, 55 points from Zach LaVine, 23 points from DeRozan, and 14 points from Caruso. And then the win against the 76ers on Christmas Day, 38 points and 12 rebounds for RJ Barrett, so double-double. 19 points for Derrick Rose, 18 for Julius Randle, 15 points and 12 rebounds and 8 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so double-double. 34 points for Harden, 21 points for Embiid, and 12 points for Maxey. So we'll simulate the end of December. So we'll simulate through. Take a win over the Mavs, take a loss to the Spurs, and take a win over the Rockets to finish out December. So December we got a 20-17 record. So I'll check the win over the Mavs. 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists from Luka, so a double-double. 19 points and 12 rebounds from RJ Barrett, a double-double. 16 points for Derrick Rose. 16 points for Randall. 13 points and 12 rebounds for Victor Wembanyama, so a double-double. 15 points for Quickly. And then the loss to the Spurs, Vassell with 25 points, Zach Collins with 25 points, 18 points for D Rose, 18 points for Randall, RJ Barrett with 17, Victor Wembanyama with 16 points, 8 rebounds and 2 assists, Brunson with 15 points and 14 assists, so double-double. And then the win over the Rockets, Jabari Smith Jr. with 29, Kevin Porter Jr. with 23, Jalen Green with 16, 25 for RJ Barrett, 22 for Brunson, 15 for D Rose, Randall with 11 points, but he fouled out, 10 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists for Victor Wembanyama, and Mitchell Robinson gets a double-double with 10 rebounds and 10 points. So we move on into January. So I'll go from January 2nd to January 22nd. So we'll simulate through. So we take a win over the Suns. We'll check that game and re-simulate. 20 points for RJ Barrett, 19 for Brunson, Derrick Rose with 17, Randall with 15, 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so double-double. 26 points for Booker, Sarge with 19, and we'll re-simulate to January 22nd, so we'll simulate through. Take a win over the Spurs, lose to the Raptors, get a win over the Bucks, lose to the Pacers, then get a win over the Washington Wizards, a loss to Detroit, and then lose to the Raptors on January 16th. So we'll leave the simulation there for now. So we'll check the game against the Spurs. So we get the 126-86 win, so a 40-point win. 24 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so double-double. 20 points for RJ Barrett, Quickly with 19, and Julius Randle with a double-double with 13 points and 13 rebounds. 20 points for Keldon Johnson, 18 points for Jones, and then the loss to the Raptors, 18 points for Gary Trent, 18 points for OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam with 16 points and 10 rebounds, so double-double. 22 points for Brunson, 22 points for Randall, 15 for RJ Barrett, Derrick Rose with 12 points, 9 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists for Victor Wembanyama, shooting 4 of 12. And then the big win over the Bucks, Julius Randle with 25 points, RJ Barrett with 24 points and 11 rebounds, so a double-double. 23 points coming from Derrick Rose, 18 from Mitchell Robinson, 12 apiece from Quickly and Brunson, 7 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 assists coming from Victor Wembanyama, 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists for Giannis, so double-double, 23 points for Grayson Allen, and 16 points for Chris Middleton. In the loss against the Pacers, 18 points for Brunson, 16 for RJ Barrett, 16 for Randall, 13 for Derrick Rose, 12 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so double-double. 25 points and 13 assists for Tyrese, so double-double. Chris Duarte with 23 points, 12 rebounds, so double-double. Jackson with 20 points and Buddy Hield with 17. And then the win over Washington, Bradley Beal with 38, 21 for Kuzma, 27 points for Derrick Rose, RJ Barrett with 24, Julius Randle with 19, Brunson with 15, 12 points, 14 rebounds, and 10 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so he brings up his first triple-double of the season. And then the loss against Detroit, 23 points for Ivy, 21 for Sadiq Bey, and 16 for Cunningham. RJ Barrett with 22, 15 points and 11 rebounds for Victor Wembanyama, so a double-double. 14 for Brunson and 13 for Jalen Brunson. Oh, for Randall, I mean. And then the loss against the Raptors, 29 for Barrett, Brunson with 20 points, Randall with 16, Derrick Rose struggled with 9 points, shooting 3 of 17. Victor Wembanyama struggled with 8 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists, shooting 3 of 11. Gary Trent with 28 points, Fred Van Fleet with 17, and Scotty Barnes with 17. And we'll simulate from January 18th to January 31st to the game against the Lakers. So we'll simulate through, take a win over Washington, lose to Atlanta, win over the Toronto Raptors, win over the Cavs, lose to the Celtics, win against the Nets, and win against the Lakers. So going into February with a 29-23 record. So we'll check the game against the Washington Wizards. 24 points, 11 rebounds for Randall, so double-double. Barrett with 21. 21 points, 17 rebounds, and 5 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so double-double. 13 points for Derrick Rose. Bradley Beal with 19. Porzingis with 18. And Kuzma with 12. And Rui with 12. And then the loss to the Hawks, Trae Young with 25 points and 15 assists, so double-double. Jonte Murray with 25 points and 11 assists, so double-double. 21 points for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And then the win over the Raptors, 22 for Fred Van Fleet, 16 for Pascal Siakam, 14 for Precious Achiuwa, Quickly with 22, Brunson with 21, RJ Barrett with 19, 14 points and 11 rebounds for Randall, 11 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so double-double. And then the win against the Cavs, 33 points for RJ Barrett, 18 points, 13 rebounds, and 7 assists for Victor, so it's another double-double. Quickly with 18, Randall with 13 points and 12 rebounds, so double-double. 30 points for Donovan Mitchell, LeVert with 16, and Kevin Love with a double-double with 11 points and 10 rebounds. Garland with a double-double with 10 points and 10 assists. And then the loss to the Celtics, 25 points for Tatum, 21 for Brogdon, 15 for Smart, 19 for Barrett, 16 for Brunson, 11 for Rose, 9 points for Randall. Victor Wembanyama with 7 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. And then the win over the Nets, 23 for Irving, 22 for Kevin Durant, 15 for TJ Warren, and 8 points for Ben Simmons. RJ Barrett with 23, 21 for D Rose, 21 and 12 rebounds for Julius Randle, so a double-double. 12 points and 10 assists for Brunson, so a double-double. 12 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so a double-double. And then the win over the Lake Show, 22 points for RJ Barrett, 20 for Brunson, 19 for Randall, 19 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so another double-double. LeBron James with 28 points, Anthony Davis with 20, Thomas Bryant with 18, and then Russell Westbrook with 2 points, shooting 1 of 5. So I'll move on into February. So we'll simulate to February 24th, so just after All-Star. So we're 29 and 23 going into Feb. So we'll simulate now. We'll re-simulate to February 24th. So we take the loss to Miami first up, and then we take a win over the Clippers, a loss to 76ers, a loss to the Magic, a loss to the 76ers, a win over Utah, a loss to the Brooklyn Nets, and then take a win against, take a loss to Atlanta, and take a win after All-Star against Washington Wizards. So we'll check the February games out. Victor Wembanyama top scored in the loss against the Heat, 19.7 rebounds and 3 assists, 18 points and 12 rebounds for Randall, so a double-double. 33 points and 13 rebounds for Bam, so a double-double. Tyler Hero with 21, 15 points and 16 assists for Jimmy Butler, so a double-double. Then the win over the Clippers, 21 points for Randall, 19 for Brunson, 17 points and 11 rebounds for RJ Barrett, so double-double. 13 points and 11 rebounds with 8 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so another double-double. 21 for Reggie Jackson, 21 points and 12 assists for Paul George, so double-double. 15 points for Kawhi. In the loss to the 76ers, 24 for Brunson, 15 for Quickly, 13 for RJ Barrett, and 10.6 rebounds and 5 assists for Victor Wembanyama. 26 points and 17 rebounds for Embiid, so double-double. 24 for Maxey and 23 for Harden. Then the loss against the Magic, 32 points for Cole Anthony, Markel Fultz with 19. 20 points and 10 rebounds for Randall, so double-double. 17 for RJ Barrett, 14 for Derrick Rose, 11 points and 16 rebounds and 6 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so another double-double. And then the loss to the Sixers, 28 points and 12 assists for Harden, so double-double. 20 points and 11 rebounds for Embiid, so double-double. 16 points for Maxey. 18 points and 12 rebounds plus 4 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so double-double. 17 points for RJ Barrett, Obi Toppin with 10. And then the win against the Jazz, 23 for RJ Barrett, Randall with 19, Quickly with 14, Victor Wembanyama with 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. The Jazz had Lauri Markkanen with 19 and Sexton with 19. And then the loss to the Nets, 25 for RJ Barrett, Randall with 19, Derrick Rose with 11, 10 points, 16 rebounds, and 9 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so double-double. 38 points for Irving, 18 points for Kevin Durant, 16 points and 16 assists for Simmons, so double-double. Then the 3-point loss against the Hawks, 40-piece for Trae Young with 12 assists, so double-double. 23 points and 11 assists for Jonte Murray, so double-double. And 20 points for DeAndre Hunter. 31 points and 10 rebounds for Randall, so a double-double. 27 points and 12 rebounds for Barrett, so it's a double-double. 18 points and 13 assists for Brunson, so a double-double. And Victor Wembanyama struggled with 6.6 rebounds and 2 assists. And then the Rising Stars All-Star game, Victor Wembanyama ended up losing. I know he was on Team USA, so to get the big win, 127 to 111, and he top scored with 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists, so double-double. Bones Highland with 20 points, Kuminga with 18, and he wasn't picked in the main All-Star game, was he? Oh no, Victor Wembanyama did make the main All-Star game. He was in the Western Conference, so he Oh no, he was in Team Giannis's team, so he ended up losing by 2 points. He put up 5.6 rebounds and 1 assist. LeBron with 11, Giannis with 14 points and 12 rebounds, so a double-double, and Harden with 22 points. And then come out of All-Star break and play our first game against Washington. 25 for Beal, 16 points and 11 rebounds for Porzingis. 22 points for Obi Toppin, 19 points for RJ Barrett. Brunson was 16, Quickly was 16, Randall with 11, Victor Wembanyama with 9 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists, shooting 4 of 12. So we'll simulate the end of February, simulate through, take a win against New Orleans, and then lose on the last day of Feb to the Celtics. So a 33 and 30 going into March. So we'll check the box score against New Orleans. Derrick Rose with 25, Quickly with 20, and where's Victor? Victor with 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists, shooting 3 of 10. 26 for Ingram, CJ McCollum with 22, and Zion with 19. And then the loss to the Celtics, 25 for Barrett, 21 and 11 rebounds and 3 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so double-double. Derrick Rose with 15, Brunson with 15. So we'll get into March. So we'll go from March 1st to March 18th. So we'll simulate through. Oh, we'll re-simulate again. So we'll simulate through. Take a loss to the Nets, a loss to Miami, then get a win over the Celtics, a win over the Hornets, then lose to the Kings, a win over the Clippers, a loss to the Lakers, a loss to Portland, and we'll simulate to the Denver game, and we get a 1-point win over Denver. So we'll check the game against the Nets. 20 points for Victor Wembanyama with 4 rebounds and 7 assists. 17 for Quickly, 14 for Brunson, 31 for KD, 18 for Kyrie Irving. In the loss to Miami, 34 for Jimmy Butler, 27 for Hero, 21 points and 10 rebounds for Bam, so double-double. 27 for Barrett, 22 for Randall, 16 for Brunson, 14 for D Rose. 8.6 rebounds and 10 assists for Victor Wembanyama, shooting 3 of 7. And then the win against the Celtics, 26 for Jaylen Brown, 26 for Tatum, 33 for RJ Barrett, 25, 9 and 5 for Victor Wembanyama, 17, 8 and 12 assists for Jalen Brunson, so double-double. And then the win over the Hornets, 31 points and 13 rebounds for Randall, so double-double. 21 for RJ Barrett, 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists for Victor Wembanyama. 26 points for LaMelo Ball, Gordon Hayward with 15. Then the loss to the Kings, 25 for Terrence Davis, 20 for De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis with 19 points and 10 assists, so double-double. Julius Randle with 26 points, Brunson with 15, RJ Barrett with 14 points and 10 rebounds, so double-double. Victor Wembanyama with 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists, so another double-double for him. Then the win against the Clippers, 25 for John Wall, 22 for Leonard, Paul George with 11 points and 16 rebounds, so double-double. 18 for RJ Barrett, 14 points and 16 rebounds for Randall, so double-double. 14 for Victor Wembanyama with 8 rebounds and 2 assists. And then the big loss to the Lakers, 38, 13, and 10 for LeBron, so a triple-double. 25 for Lonnie Walker, Anthony Davis with 13, Russell Westbrook with 9, 20 points for Derrick Rose, 15 for Brunson, 12 points for Randall, 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists for Victor Wembanyama. Then the loss to Portland, 34 points for Jeremy Grant, 21 points and 14 assists for Lillard and Josh Hart with 19. 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists for Victor Wembanyama, 18 for Barrett, and 17 for Brunson. And then the 1-point win over Denver, 30 piece for RJ Barrett, 30 piece for Randall, 21 for Derrick Rose, 18 for Brunson. Victor Wembanyama with 8, 8, and 8. So, yeah, he struggled shooting 3 of 6. So we'll move on and we'll simulate the rest of March. So from March 20th to March 31st. So we'll simulate through. take a win against Minnesota, take a win against Miami, take a win against the Magic, take a win against the Rockets, take a win against Miami, and then lose to the Cavs on the last day of March. So we'll check the win against Minnesota. 26 points for RJ Barrett, 22 for Derrick Rose, 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists for Victor Wembanyama. 26 points for Anthony Edwards, 26 points for Karl Towns, and D'Lo with 21 points. And then, where am I? We're in March. So, where was I last? We were in March. We just played Portland. We just played Portland. No, we just played Minnesota. So, Miami's game. The win against Miami. 23 points for Hero. 17 for Butler. 10 for Strauss. 25 for Brunson. Quickly with 19. RJ Barrett with 16 points and 12 rebounds. So, double-double. 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists for Victor Wembanyama. Then the win against the Magic. 24 points and 10 assists for Markelle Fultz. So a double-double, 20 points for Paolo, 28 points for RJ Barrett, 25 for Julius Randle, 19 points and 11 assists for Jalen Brunson. So a double-double. And Victor Wembanyama with 8 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists. And then the win against the Rockets, 24 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists. So double-double for Victor Wembanyama. Quickly with 24 points. Derrick Rose with 19. 29 points, 9 rebounds for Jabari Smith Jr. and 21 for KPJ and 16 for Jalen Green. And then the win over Miami, 25 points for RJ Barrett, 20 points and 11 rebounds for Julius Randle, so a double-double. Victor Wembanyama with 18 points, 6 rebounds and 6 assists. And then what was that? Jimmy Butler with 32 points and Tyler Hero with 24. And then the loss to the Cavs, Donovan Mitchell with 38, 19 for Kevin Love, 16 points and 12 assists for Garland, so double-double. 31 points for RJ Barrett, 20 for Jalen Brunson, 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so double-double. We move into April, the 42 and 36 record. So we'll simulate April 2nd, April 5th, and April 7th. So we'll simulate those 3 games. So we take a win against Washington, lose to the Pacers, and lose to New Orleans. So the win against the Washington Wizards, RJ Barrett with 24, Brunson with 22, 17, 9, and 6 for Victor Wembanyama, 21 for Porzingis, 16 for Beal, and 15 for Kuzma. Then the loss to the Pacers, Smith with 21, Duarte with 19, Halliburton with 18 points and 13 assists, so double-double, and 18 for Buddy Hield. 24 points for RJ Barrett, 22 points, 11 rebounds for Randle, so double-double. 16 for Derrick Rose, 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists for Victor. And then the loss against New Orleans, 26 for BI, CJ McCollum with 23, Zion with 18, 22 for Brunson, 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 10 assists for Victor Wembanyama, so double-double. 16 for Julius Randle. So we're 43 and 38 going into the last game. So we'll simulate the last game, and we lose to the Pacers. So Luka gets MVP. Victor Wembanyama gets Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons gets Sixth Man of the Year. Giannis with Defensive Player of the Year. Trey Jones with Most Improved. Jason Kidd got the best record for Coach of the Year with 55 and 27. And Executive of the Year is Tyler Jamison, so move on. All-NBA first team is Luka, Trae Young, Giannis, LeBron James, Jokic. All-NBA second team is James Harden, Ja Morant, Jason Tatum, Paul George, and Embiid. All-NBA third team is Steph Curry, LaMelo Ball, Jimmy Butler, DeMar, and Bam. All-defensive first team is Ben Simmons, Luka, Giannis, Evan Mobley, and Anthony Davis. All-defensive second team, LaMelo Ball, Dejounte Murray, Paul George, Draymond Green, and Joel Embiid. All-rookie first team is Victor Wembanyama, Jabari Smith Jr., Chet Holmgren, Paolo, and Keegan Murray. And we'll move on. So the play-in game is going to be New Orleans, Portland, Lakers against Clippers, and then it's going to be play-in game Atlanta, Boston, Toronto, New York. So we're in the play-in game. So we'll simulate this game. So we'll simulate through, and we get the win over Toronto. So we take a big 126-100 win. So 28 points for Randall, 24 points and 10 assists for Brunson. So double-double. 23 points for RJ Barrett, 17, 9, and 7 for Victor Wembanyama. Fred VanVleet with 26 points, 17 points for Pascal Siakam. So now we playing Boston. So we'll simulate through game. And we lose to Boston. End up losing to Boston and end up getting kicked out of the playoffs. So we end up with Victor Wembanyama's first year in the league. We make the play-in for the ninth and 10th seed. We win that game, and then we lose to Boston, 126-108, to get knocked out of the playoffs. 23 points and 10 rebounds for Gallinari. Jaylen Brown with 22. Tatum with 22. 22 for RJ Barrett. Derrick Rose with 20. 16 for Fournier. 14 points and 12 assists for Brunson. 14 points, 15 rebounds, and 4 assists for Victor Wembanyama. So a double-double. And Randall struggled with only 8 points. So we don't make the playoffs. So it's going to be Boston, Chicago, Miami, Indiana, Milwaukee, Cleveland, Philly, Atlanta, Dallas, Portland, Golden State, Denver, Memphis, Phoenix, Minnesota, New Orleans, and Lakers and Clippers get bounced, and so do New Orleans. Oh no, so the Lakers don't make it, and nor do New York. So we'll simulate the round. We'll simulate the first rounds. So it's going to be a Philadelphia, Cleveland second round, Miami, Boston second round, Dallas, Denver second round, Minnesota, Memphis second round. So we'll simulate the second rounds. So it's going to be Minnesota, Denver in the West Finals, and Cleveland, Boston in the East Finals. So we'll simulate that round. So Nikola Jokic gets Western Conference Finals MVP, and Darius Garland gets Eastern Conference Finals MVP. So it's going to be Cavs against Nuggets. So we'll simulate Game 1 of the Finals. And Cavs take Game 1, 118-101. 26 for Donovan Mitchell. Mobley with 23 points and 10 rebounds, so a double-double. Garland with 19 points and 11 assists, so a double-double. 20 points, 17 rebounds, and 14 assists for Jokic, so a triple-double. Jamal Murray with 15 points. Move on to Game 2. And Nuggets come back in Game 2 to level up the series 1-all. 135-123. Darius Garland with 31 points. Mitchell with 29 points. Jared Allen with 18 points and 14 rebounds, so a double-double. Kevin Love with 15. 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 14 assists for Jokic, so double-double. 24 points for Jamal Murray, and Bones Highland with 23 points. Move on and simulate Game 3. And Cavs come back in Game 3 to take the 2-1 lead in the NBA Finals, 128-100. 19 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists for Jokic, so a triple-double. 16 points for Gordon, 12 points for Jamal Murray, 29 points for Donovan Mitchell, 20 points and 11 assists for Garland, so a double-double. 15 for Kevin Love, and the Cavs ended up outscoring them 32-11 in the final quarter of that game. So move on to Game 4, simulate Game 4, and the Nuggets come back in Game 4 to level it up 2-all, take the 107-104 win. Jamal Murray with 21 points, MPJ with 16, Nikola Jokic with 16 points, 12 rebounds, and 15 assists, so a triple-double. 28 points, 2 rebounds, and 15 assists for Garland, so a double-double. 18 points for Mitchell, 18 points and 16 rebounds for Jared Allen, so a double-double. And 15 points for Ricky Rubio. And we move on to Game 5, simulate through Game 5, and the Nuggets take a 3-2 lead in Game 5. Take the 145-141 win in overtime. 31 points for Donovan Mitchell, 25 points for Rubio, 21 for Kevin Love, 14 points and 10 assists for Garland, so double-double, 14 points and 11 rebounds for Mobley, so double-double, 14 points and 14 rebounds for Allen, so double-double, 41 points, 19 rebounds, and 17 assists for Jokic, so a triple-double. 37 points and 14 assists from Jamal Murray, and 31 points from Bones Highland. We move on to Game 6. Can Cavs keep the series alive? And no, Nuggets win it in 6 and end up beating Cavs 4-2 in the finals. Jokic gets finals MVP, and Denver end up beating Cavs in Game 6, 155-99. 34 points, 10 rebounds, and 13 assists from Jokic, so another triple-double. 30 points and 10 assists for Jamal Murray, so double-double. MPJ with 21. Bones Highland with 10. 23 points for Mitchell. 14 points for Garland. 14 points and 11 rebounds for Allen. Kevin Love with 10 and Rubio with 8. So the Nuggets end up winning it in 6. New York Knicks with Victor Wembanyama end up getting to the play-in, beat Toronto, and so we end up ninth seed in the East, beat Toronto, and then lose to the 7th seed in the East, and lose to Boston 1-0, and then we don't make playoffs. But we ended up with a 43-39 win-loss ratio. So for Victor Wembanyama's first year, he still made the play-in. As for all you viewers that are enjoying this video, I hope you put a like to the video. As for all you new viewers out there, I hope you hit that subscribe button, as that subscribe button's free and I'm on that road to 1,100 subs, and I appreciate every single one of you that hit that subscribe button. Anyway, that's NZ Blasian out, and we'll catch you in the next video. NZ Blasian out.